Okay. We're back. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to June the 1st, 2023. June 1st. Wow. And look at that beautiful green banner going across the bottom of this screen right here. Rollo 88 has become a new member, Gold Bagel member of this channel. I love it when new people join us or existing people upgrade to gold level or folks coming back who haven't been here in a while. Welcome to the party, pal. Rollo, how you doing? Nice to see you here. I encourage each and every one of you to become a member of this channel today. Fantastic. I do appreciate this. Look, kids, what's going to happen today is the question mark. What's the market going to do? It was up like 5 points the other half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago on the Dow. Now it's down 54 points. What happened? The ADP report came out. The employment report showing a growth of jobs in the 200,000s instead of 180,000. There's this thing, okay? There's this thing out there. If you've ever watched, that movie with I laugh at myself because I know I sound like an old man who doesn't remember things anymore. The movie with the blue door, Notting Hill. If you watch Notting Hill, at the end of the movie, you've got Julia Roberts and talking to Hugh Grant, and there's this thing. What's this thing? Well, there's this thing. Okay, in the economy, there's the thing that we're supposed to see a recession coming in here. That there's been a prediction. All right. A continual prediction for over 2 years that there's going to be a recession coming to the United States economy. Sooner or later, you're going to be right. Sooner or later, a recession will hit the U.S. economy. It just might not be for another 5 years. But, you keep going with the mantra that there's going to be a recession. Someday there'll be a recession. And then you get this whole thing about, interest rates will go down once the U.S. economy slows down. And one way to measure that is employment, because we just added 278,000 jobs. So says the ADP report. That's 100,000 more than expected. Well, that's not good for interest rates. That means interest rates could go higher. The Federal Reserve's not going to like this. The Federal Reserve is not necessarily looking at just that number. They're looking at all kinds of other numbers. And the thing that the Federal Reserve is aware of, because they're bombarded with statistics and economic reports all the time. This is their job. Their job is to monitor everything. And there is something going on out there that the old-fashioned economists just aren't buying into or aren't taking seriously or don't want to give a lot of credence to, I guess. And it's the thing about this little thing we talked about the other day that I mentioned the other day. And I mentioned it, I don't know, 3 times a week for the last 2 years. People want to work from home. Okay. People were forced to work from home during the pandemic. That was forced on everybody, like it or not. And a lot of people didn't like the idea of it, the notion of it, especially singles. Those who are single and love the camaraderie of the office, they hated being locked up at home. But then there are those who were locked up at home for a few weeks and a month or two, and these were not singles. These are folks who are living with someone, a significant other, with or without children. Then the families with children realized, oh my God, this working from home thing, this is pretty good. The check keeps coming in every 2 weeks. I get my work done, no problem, because I get up at 6 a.m. and I can start working at 6:15 on my reports. And by 10:15 in the morning, I've had 2 cups of coffee that I made on my own in my own house. And I get 6 hours of work done in 4 hours. I got 2 more hours to schlep this for the rest of the day, and I got my 8-hour work in. 8 hours of work in. I can get more work done in a day here at home and I'm going to give my employer 8 hours of production. I'm not going to give them 12 hours of work. I'll give them the 8 hours. Now, if the employer was dumb enough to insist that you had to do Zoom meetings to prove to them that you're actually working for them, then you are tailoring your life around Zoom meetings. 2 hours before Zoom meeting, you're doing your work. You do the Zoom meeting for half an hour, whatever the hell it is, or 2 or 3 of them in a row. Do a little work after, and then that's it. And you've done your 6 hours of work for 8 hours of pay because you delivered 8 hours of good stuff. And leave it at that. The employers were finding out, more and more of them are finding out, you know what, we have happier employees actually. Our satisfaction rate is higher because folks are giving us more returns. They're giving us better performance for what we're paying them for. When they're in the office, we know there's an hour of gabbing going on, 15 minutes in the morning, half an hour at lunch, 15 minutes later in the day. Sometimes there's 2 hours of gabbing going on within the office. And in these in-person meetings, we don't get to the point. We have, someone hearing a rumor about this and that, and we go off topic, and we don't get to the damn point in these meetings. Whereas with Zoom meetings, it's scheduled from 2 until 2:30. And a lot of the folks who are in that meeting have another Zoom meeting at 2:45. They can't gobbledygook for 25 minutes. They got to get going. It's more productive. It's odd, but it is. And of course, we note that people haven't gone back to the office because of the vacancy rates of offices in major cities. But here's the thing. There's this thing. People are working from home, and more people who are working from home are deciding that, it's been fun being an employee of this, organization. But you know what? I have been approached by employers left, right, and center through my connections. I got LinkedIn sending me offers. I got job offers coming to me from all over the place. Because the rumor is that my employer wants everyone back at the office starting next month or September, whatever that date is. And other employers are going, you know what? There's a whole bunch of talented people out there that could be available to us, because they're not going back to their offices. They're making plans to quit and move on. And millions of Americans have already done this, and it's still happening. Canadians are doing it, and elsewhere. We could bolster our employee ranks here by actively seeking people who want to work for us from home, because this is the new normal for a lot of companies. You see, the old guard, the old tried and true method of having a big office with 3,000 employees in it is the old model. The new model is, well, we'll have a head office, but it'll be a small, concentrated head office with department heads. But the teams of people working for these department heads will be spread out globally. We're not going to limit ourselves to employees in a 50-mile radius of our city. We're going to limit our employees globally around the world. We're going to get the best of the best. And these folks want to work from home. They want to work while traveling. They want to work from an RV at the Grand Canyon campsite with internet connection. Fine. Not a problem at all. You want to go camping with your family to Disney World, to Frontierland, or whatever that campground is called over there in Orlando. You want to be 2 weeks inside that place. They have wonderful internet there. Knock yourself out. Talk to us. Work with us from your RV in Orlando. It's all right. And if you need an office to go to for certain stuff, you'll go to a Kinko's. You'll go to a printing. You'll go somewhere for that. This is hardly an issue. The other thing is, people working from home create wealth in other ways. You see, if you're working from home, you need your coffee in the morning. You want to have a snack during the day. You're going to shop at home. You're going to get it off your fat butt sometime during the day or night on your own or with your significant other or whatever, and you're going to go to your local grocery store, your local shopping areas. You're going to pick up stuff, provisions for the house, for the office, which is your house. And you're supporting your local community in your suburb. And suburbs are booming right now. Suburbs are doing very well. Restaurants in suburbs, lots of customers, because people don't have to commute into downtown. to go to a fancy restaurant. They can go to a nice steakhouse in their area. They can go to an Outback Steakhouse in their neighborhood if they want to go to an Outback. They can go to Chipotle's. They can go to, you name your favorite brand. I can't rattle them off the top of my head, but there is a new order. There's a new group of business people out there who are recognizing that, you know what, we used to think the hottest restaurants would be in downtown Dallas or Houston or Manhattan or what. No, we can create a. There are entrepreneurs going out there going, we open up a restaurant in that strip mall over there. We got free parking. We don't need a valet to park people's car. They can just park in front of the restaurant, walk in because there's a parking lot here. That right there is $10 right there. You don't have to pay somebody to pick up and drop off your car. Easy off the highway, easy to get in and out of. 10 minutes from home. We're talking a whole different ball game here. People are becoming suburbanites and are staying suburbanites. Now with the kids, they want to be with their children. They want to take them to school, pick them up after school, get them to their dance recital, get them to their piano lessons, get them to their swimming thing, whatever. Parents are spending more time with kids, and this is irreversible. This is something now like a molar. You want to pull a parent away from their children and make them commute to your office in downtown, whatever. Good luck. You're not getting that. You're not getting that person. Those kids, that parent is staying with their kids because the grades are going up. The kids' report cards are getting better. Participation is better. The temper tantrums are gone. They're not on these medications to calm them down anymore. They're not having these outbursts anymore because they're not being bullied at a daycare. They're not being, hello. They're with mom and dad where rules are followed and etiquette is followed and it's working. It's actually one of the best things ever to happen to America, Canada, and the family unit in decades. This is bringing families closer together. How many parents and grandparents are now involved in their grandchildren's lives with their children? Grandparents are dealing with their children because the children, their kids, aren't commuting to the office anymore. They're at home all the time. And now we have this interaction going on. This is the family unit getting stronger, not getting weaker. This is a positive. It's good for the economy. You have better mental well-being overall over millions of people, if not hundreds of millions of people, and it is taking its positive toll, I guess I'm saying. Don't believe me. Don't have to believe me. You don't want to, but I think that for most of the working world and most of the Western world, this is a good thing, not a negative thing. The negative thing is trudging into a subway car, trudging through subway stops, trudging through commutes on expressways, trying to find a goddamn parking spot, paying an outrageous amount of money to get to work and back, health, home care or child care, the daycare thing, nightmare, causing problem after problem after problem after problem that we have repressed and ignored and kind of shrugged and said, well, we'll just live with this problem. We'll live with it. And I'm not talking a last 5-10 year phenomenon. I am talking from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s right through. This has been the normal. And this is why it's so radical that we started talking about working from home. This became radical talk when it first happened with the pandemic. It took a bloody virus to change the world to this level. It took a virus that doesn't give a crap whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, a liberal or conservative, an NDP, social credit, social democrat. I don't care what your affiliation is, wherever you live. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter you're into Jesus or into whatever your religion. It doesn't matter. Go to church, don't go to church. It doesn't care. The virus is the virus. It just needs bodies. It just needs bodies that are willing to accept it. That's all. It's nothing personal. It's just a virus. The virus has changed it all completely. And there are those in Congress and those in the Senate and those in positions of leadership who don't want that change because they like it just the way it was, because it was working for them wonderfully. wonderfully working for them. Senior managers and of corporations, VPs and chairman of the boards and other board directors, they loved it that they had 10,000 slaves working underneath their hierarchy in all these departments that they could keep an eye on. They didn't like the fact that these folks are now all over the place and they can talk to each other privately and compare notes. This is not good. This is not good. We don't want our receptionist to know that the receptionist over there makes 20% more money than the receptionist over there. We don't want that. Keep that quiet. Well, now that's out there now. And people who are working from home are working from home. This is the new wave. Yeah, we're going back to some office stuff. Yeah, we're going back. Yeah, kind of, sort of going back here and there, but this is not it. All right, welcome to the new normal. The market today is trying to figure out, what does this mean? If unemployment, if 270,000 jobs are created, where the hell are these jobs being created? Because people want to stay at home. Well, the jobs are being created at home. There are jobs being created because people are staying at home. Local businesses around suburbs are booming and they're hiring. And here's your report. Well, here it is. So jobs downtown are dropping. Jobs in the burbs are rising. There are more burbs than downtowns all over North America and in Europe. And there is this thingy going on. It continues. 10 million job openings, 4 million people switch jobs, or whatever the number was last month. I can't remember. Was it 400,000? People are still switching jobs for raises. That won't stop. Employees are going on strike for better pay. Here in Canada, we had the pilots strike that was going to be a pilot strike for WestJet. Didn't happen. They got a 24% pay raise over 4 years. Air Canada just announced their pilots have voted to go on strike starting in September. If they don't get a pay raise, they're going to get a pay raise. It's going to be 5-6% a year or more for the next 4 or 5 years. It's guaranteed. Just like United got their raise, American Airlines got their raise, all these other airlines. The pilots are getting more money. That means the flight attendants are going to get more money. The grounds crew are going to get more money. Up goes the cost of business. And this is happening. Employees are going, hey, it's working for me. Finally, it's finally working. I'm getting kicked at the grocery store checkout line. Yeah, I'm getting beat up over there, but I'm passing it on to my employer and I can finally do it. And if they don't pay me more, I walk. I'll go to another firm. And I'm working from home if I can. I'd rather do that. That's what they're telling me on one-on-ones. Folks look me up for a one-on-one and say, Bruce, I want to talk to you about my future. I never thought in a million years that I would be enjoying working from home. I thought I was banished. I thought I was grounded. And all of a sudden, I like this idea of working from home. This is great. Welcome to the new world. Option writers, congratulations. You are working from home. You can work from home if you want to. You can work from the road if you want to. You can work from a vacation if you want to. You can work on an RV, from an RV if you want to. You decide where you want to be an option writer anywhere on the planet. I have now viewers who are now consistently going on trips almost every quarter, almost every 2 or 3 months. They're on another trip. And it's a nothing burger for them, because it's not like, oh, I'm not going to trade now for 2 months because I'm away. No. They're just as active trading as before, just as active with their accounts as they always are. This is the new normal. I think this is a good new normal, a very good new normal. Anyway, there you have it. Amazing what's going on out there. Just an incredible change. The Dow right now is off 76 points. S&P 1 point higher. NASDAQ down 6 points. Okay, we're up 27 cents on oil, 68.36. We're going nowhere on oil. Today's a day that could be very monumental for some of you because of some of the stocks you're following, some of the options you've been working on. Starting off with SoFi. SoFi had a wonderful day yesterday, a 91-cent pop-up yesterday to $6.94. SoFi right now is $6.67 in the pre-market. Some of you folks were writing put contracts, cash-secured puts on SoFi that were $5 puts, $6 puts, $4 puts, $4.50s. They were expiring in late summer into the fall. Then you started writing puts that expired December and January 2024. Some of you wrote Jan 2025 puts, took some premiums. You've all noticed the same pattern. Your put values have been dropping, which is the point, is you wrote them, you want to buy them back for a lot less money. But some of you now are sitting on quite a bit out of the money puts, the $4 puts, the fives. You're way out of the money, and you may want to make a move to a higher strike to bring in a bigger premium. In other words, it might be time to buy back a put that you wrote here, down here, and write a new put up here. It might be a $6 or a $7 put, a $7.50 put, right out to January 2024 or summer of 2024 or whatever. It's probably that time. If there's a dip today, and there seems to be a dip today, in the early or in this market right now, we're down 27 cents on SoFi. We were down another 25 cents. We were at 645 or something, 650. We're at 668 now on SoFi. We're down a little. We were up 91 yesterday. We're down 27. There might be an opportunity to make a move this morning. Keep an eye on the opportunity that might be in front of you to be able to move into a cash secured put in the 7 range, 750 range for SoFi. Instead of the $4 or $5 range, you're now 6, 7, 750. GameStop. In 6 days, Wednesday night, Wednesday after the close next week, GameStop will release their financials and have their annual meeting that day as well. I think it's all happening at the same time. So lots of news is coming. Lots of anticipated news is coming. So there may be a rally in GameStop even from here. We've already had a rally on GameStop. We've had a sort of a, move up in from the low 20s now to 24.17 this morning. We almost hit 25 yesterday, kind of 24.80, didn't quite make it. It's possible. It is possible that the stock might reach $26, $27 in the next couple of days on the anticipation of its earning report for the quarter, and perhaps continued speculation that the cost cuts have really shown up now, and this entity is running on a lean and mean kind of budget, and they are extracting dollars from the paint. As we used to say in retail, sometimes the best retailers can make money off the paint off of their walls inside their store. You find ways to make money inside a store, even though you haven't got a lot new going on. It's sometimes because you've reorganized your inventory. You've done a promotional sale. You've done a giveaway. You're doing something to get traffic to spend more money in your store. These guys at GameStop have really cleaned up their act. I have to admit, the Ryan Cohen people have wrung out. They're using a wringer, and they're squeezing expenses out of this business. The first year that Ryan Cohen was there, he took millions out of the equation. I mean, millions. Yeah, we had to witness the departure of the old management, and they got to walk away with a bunch of stock and all that crap. Sure. But he was looking 5 years down the road. He wasn't looking 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 3 months down the road. This guy's doing a 5-year plan. He's into year 2 and into year 3 of this plan. And it's paying off. And it's beginning to show up now on the balance sheet. Just because you don't have a 25% growth in sales doesn't mean you can't have a growth in profits. If you eliminate expenses from this kind of a company, maintain your sales, you improve your margins. And if you improve your margins, that means for every dollar coming into that cash register, more of those pennies of that dollar get to stay in the company rather than fewer. And it adds up, because this is a $6 billion selling corporation. These guys sell $6 billion worth of stuff, $500 million a month on average. Most of it in the last half of the year, Christmas, of course. These guys have eliminated probably maybe $100 million in expenses. Like, serious money has been saved here, and seems to be being done even more. We'll find out when the results come out shortly next week and going forward. But the street already is telling me, from my lack of hair and all the experience I have, I see this stock reacting the way it's been reacting lately, and I'm going, people like what they see here. They sense, they get the vibe that these guys have higher margins. And many retailers are having lower margins right now. Macy's today is talking about lower margins. Dollar General, lower margins. These discounters, they're having a tough time because when you're a discounter, how much lower can you go for your prices? I mean, you're a discounter. I mean, come on. You either pay less to buy your merchandise. Well, if you're selling stuff at 99 cents a pop, 1.99, how much lower are your costs going to be? 50% lower? I don't think so. You're already down there. GameStop is not a discounter. GameStop, you don't walk into a GameStop store and see 80% off all prices. You don't see that. You actually don't see for sale signs very often at GameStop. Really, not often. The fact that they've raised and are going to raise their monthly fee, or yearly fee, I should say, that yearly fee to be a member of the online group, this is huge. This is a huge deal. We're talking millions and millions and millions of people here. How are they going to convince people to pay $25 a year instead of $15 a year? Because they're going to give them $50 in certificates per year, $5 a month here, $5 a month there, on merchandise. So save $5 if you buy this. Well, this that you're going to buy for $5 less is making them a 50% margin. Don't you think that if you are a company that's selling an accessory for gamers, you'd want GameStop to promote your accessory to their 50 million members online? I would, yeah, I'd be really interested. What would I do as a manufacturer of a gizmo? What would I give GameStop to promote me for this month's special promotion? I'll give them a $5 promotional discount at retail. Yes, I will. So all of a sudden, GameStop pays $14 for an item that they used to pay $19 for, that they're retailing for $50. They're going to retail it for $45. So giving you a $5 certificate, you pay $45. They're paying $14. Margin City, baby. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Added value. That's what GameStop is going to offer people. Added value, not cash back. Added value. Buy more, get more. You buy more, GameStop gets more. And because they have reduced their overheads everywhere, personnel, rents, restructuring, their margins on every dollar coming in are higher. And so those in the know who understand retail and understand this business, they're looking at this company going, they're not going from 6 billion in sales to 2 billion sales. They're holding their 6 billion. They're probably going to increase their sales because they're promoting sales through this program I was just telling you about, with this increased annual fee to be a member. Their numbers are going to go higher. Inflation is making prices go up anyway. We all know that. So people are expecting to pay more when they go to a GameStop store. They're just expecting to pay more. You pay more at a grocery store, you're going to pay more at a dollar store, you're going to pay more at GameStop. But the margins to GameStop are higher. And I think there are those out there going, this guy Cohen is pretty sharp. He's 35, 36 years old. He's going to be around a long time, and his lieutenants are following his orders to a T. I think this is what's going on. This is just, again, I'm an old retailer. I'm an old stockbroker, an old retailer, and I sense something brewing here, and the stock is telling me, yeah, we're going higher. So folks, if you are writing contracts on GameStop, congratulations, keep up the good work. You'll be doing it for years and years if you choose to continue to write options on GameStop, and why not? If you're writing options on deep in the money calls, way to go. You've got a double win in front of you here. Your stock is going up in price, which means your deep in the money calls are going up in value, and you're going to roll over contracts into future timing, bringing in higher premiums, higher strike prices. Win, 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 win. No fear of any upside here. I want you dealing with a $30 GameStop stock, a $35 GameStop stock. That's what I want you dealing with. I'd rather your stock was at $35 a year from now than $15 a year from now. That's where my attitude comes in, because you're growing your wealth with this company. If this company keeps doing what they're doing, I think they're going to reflect a higher price per share. That's what I think. Congratulations, those of you who are rolling your contracts forward. Well done. All right. What else is going on here? Other stocks to watch. Matterport is back to $3. Come on, Matterport. Let's get with it. Keep it going. Smart Rent is 367 here, 368. Sure, like to see that go to 5 and beyond. You can then start writing cash secured puts over here for some nice premiums. Apple's up 37 cents. Goldman, no changes. Nothing on Cisco yet. Tesla holding 202.61, down $1.30. Arc Innovations down 18 cents, but it's at $40.31. Microsoft down 85 cents at $327.50. Pfizer's up 12 today. HBQ no change. Google up 28. Amazon up 39. Nvidia is higher today, 393 higher. That might move some stocks in the AI space again. Unity was up $1 yesterday, down 15 cents this morning. AI was down 394 yesterday, down 761 in the pre-market. And I don't know how long it's going to stay here. 32.50 last recorded trade, maybe 32.46 on 3 million volume. I am wondering if it's possible that AI is going to find a home in the 30 to 40 range, or 31 to 38 range, or 30 to 35 range, or will it pop back to 40 again in the next week or two? Because there is a pretty large short position out there that they're feeling good about themselves if they shorted in the 40s, but a lot of them who shorted in the 20s are still upside down. And another little pop from here back to 35, 36 could panic the 26 million shares that are out there short on AI, and that might run this stock again. Anyway, those of you who have written calls on AI, and you followed my guidance the other day where I said, hey, roll up your AIs, get up there, right? Buy back your calls that are in the high 20s and low 30s and right high 30s into the 40s. A number of you took me up on that, and you're now sitting here with $40 contracts or $38 contracts, and the stock is well below your strike price. Nice position to be in rather than sitting on $25 calls and you didn't do anything. The worst position to be in is you wrote a call that went way up on you and you're hoping it all comes all the way back and you've made no money. You're just sitting there and watching money go by and you're not taking any of it. Those of you who've made the plunge and bought back calls at a loss, quote unquote, to write new calls at a higher price further out in time, you're the winners. And that's what this game is all about, to be a winner. Option writer. If you want to be an active option writer, aggressive option writer, AI is the stock for you. So is Tesla. Stock for you. It used to be GameStop when it went $20 a day before the splits. It's now these stocks. But hey, you better be made of thick skin to be able to handle it. Because sometimes you have a bad week. Sometimes you have a glorious week, but you better be on top of option writing trends to stay on top of it. Now, if you did write $40 calls and they're backing off this morning big time, what are you going to do? You should be looking at buying those back for a lot less money. That's what you should be doing. Watch the option chain and see what the prices are. And you might just do a simple move. You might make a simple move where you buy back your 40s and you write 37.50s. Same strike, same expiry date, just a lower strike price. In other words, you buy a call back for this price and write a call for more money. Lower strike, but more cash. And you bring that into your account and go, thank you. Stock wants to go lower, you'll buy back lower strike price calls again, and you'll write a strike price even lower for more money, and you'll do it again. On the other hand, some of you may have written calls out in time because you did rollovers. You went out 6 months, 7 months, way out there. You may find today what you can do is buy back that call and write a call that's closer in time for the same amount of money it's going to cost you to buy that call back, which is less. And you can write a closer in time call contract at a slightly lower strike price. That might be your big move today on AI. It might give you that gift. You might go from a January 2024 contract to a July 2023 contract, or a October, November contract to an August contract. That might be your big move today. And there's nothing wrong with that one either. Nothing wrong with it. We got things to watch, things to do, things to stay on top of. All right. Those of you who were with me last night for the Gold Bagel member primetime live show, we covered a topic last night that we haven't covered here before that probably will be part of lesson number 16. Lesson number 16 is quickly becoming evident to me as to what it's going to be about. All kinds of advanced strategies on cash secured put writing. And I have to now pick the date that we're going to do this class for. Some of you have already sent me $150 to get a spot in the class. And if you want to do that, you're welcome to send me $150 US through my PayPal account with an email saying, this is for class number 16. You could always send me an email saying, here's $150. I just like you. Here's $150. You can send me $500 and say, I really like you. And this is for you and Jen to just enjoy life with. You're going to Europe, here's some European spending money. But if you'd like to be into class 16, I can't tell you when we're doing it. You can always make a donation. But when I know the date, I'll give you advance warning. And hopefully it'll work out for you in timing. If it doesn't work out in timing, you've pre-purchased lesson 16. When we edit it, we'll send it to you anyway. We can always do that. Okay. But last night in the primetime show, we talked about some advanced writing strategies. And we also talked about some rollover strategies last night for call writers. And we went into something there because some of you here, a number of you have let me know about it, but I know many of you don't tell me this. You are living this, but you're not saying it to me. Maybe you're embarrassed or you don't want to get into it. It's okay. You've bought deep in the money calls. You wrote contracts against the deep in the money calls. Your stock has gone up in value. And so the short-term calls you wrote are now in the money and they're trading at a higher level than what you got. Your deep in the monies have gone up in value, but that isn't cash in your pocket. It's just that you're richer on the deep in the money call, but you're in danger of being exercised on the short-term calls you've written. You want to do a rollover, but you have no money because the money you brought in when you wrote those calls, you turned around and bought more deep in the money calls to write more contracts. There's nothing wrong with that strategy. I say, way to go. Well done, and keep up the good work. But now it's rollover time. And for some of you, it's beyond rollover time. You should have rolled over a while ago and you haven't done it. So now it's time for rollover. Okay. What to do and how to do it. There are a number of ways to work this, even if you don't have the cash handy. If you're sitting on deep in the money calls that you've written and they've gone up in value on you, you could always enjoy the gain to help you out. Sorry about the glare. There's nothing I can do. But for example, and I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to write this up right now. Let's talk just GameStop here, GME. All right. If you wrote January $10 calls that are 2025s, okay, those are out there. All right. And you bought them under the 90-10 rule, as you know, I tell you to do. You may have bought those when the stock was, $18, $17. You may have paid $10 for them. Ballpark. Okay. 90-10 rule. All right. Doesn't matter if you paid 10, 11, 12, 13, you bought that. If the stock is now $24 on the open market, again, you can see that. Yeah. These calls have a $14 book value plus some premium. They're probably trading around $15 to $16 each. Okay. You paid roughly 10. They're now 15 to 16. All right. You wrote calls. All right. You wrote maybe $18 calls or something like that. You wrote $18 calls. You received $3-ish for them. They're now trading at, because they're in the money with a $24 stock here, they're now trading at maybe $7.50 a piece. So you're down $4.50 on your call, on the short call you wrote. You got to buy these back to be able to write new ones. Fair enough, but you don't have the $7.50. You're a little shy. Now you did this on 10 contracts. Let's just, instead of just one, you did 10 of them. So you bought 10 deep in the monies. You wrote 10 here. You may have bought even more of these, but let's just say you're dealing with 10 as a rollover scenario. You need to come up with $7,500 to buy all 10 back to be able to write 10 more. Now, you're willing to write 10 calls out to January 2024. Let's just suppose. And you might be writing, instead of $18 calls, you might want to write 22s, 24s, maybe 25s. You want to bring that strike price up. That's the number one thing. But you got to find a way to afford it. Well, what you could look to do is you could look to switch out these January 10s into January 15s. So you might sell your January 10s in this 15, 16 range and buy January 15s or up to $18 deep in the money calls. Deep in the money call for less money, obviously. A $15 call option is now $9 in the money, whereas this one here is $14 in the money. So in theory, it should be $5 less. Well, 10 times $5 is $5,000. That's a chunk of the money you need to do this. If you buy 18s, they should be about $8 less, give or take. There's your $7,500 to pull this off. In other words, you sell these to buy these, you spend a lot less money. You've got cash left over. Okay. Then you buy back these to write your next batch of short-term calls. And those might be December's, January's. Time is what you're offering, but premium is what you're looking for. And if you can scoop, say you pay $750 to buy these back, but you can bring in $6 for a much higher strike price call, and it only costs you $1.50 to do it, but you move up maybe $5 in premium or more, that's a good trade. And you've used up some of the dough that you've generated by moving into these calls to go here. If there's any money left over, say there's $2 or $3 grand left over after it's all said and done, you didn't need a total of $7,500 to pull off the trade. You only needed $2 grand to do the trade. You can buy more deep in the money calls. You might be buying more 15s to 18s and write some more contracts right there to bring in more cash. So in effect, what you end up doing is you're sitting on 10 of these, 15 of these, 20 of these, 40 of these, I don't know what the number is, and you turned them into these higher strike price deep in the money calls. You took the cash gain to effect rollovers. You did the rollovers, and you left money left on the table to buy more of these calls, to write more calls again, to bring in more cash. You're now writing more calls for more capital, and it's a win-win-win. All right. Stocks 24 goes to 26. Stock goes up. Let's just say it does. How much are your new calls going to go up in value? $1. Stock goes up $2. Your contract might go up $1. You're not worrying about it. It's so much of it is premium. You're sitting back going, that's all right. The shares, however, in a month from now are sitting at $22.50 a share, down a couple of dollars from where we are now. Those new calls you wrote are going to be down $1.50 easily, and you wrote a bunch of them, didn't you? Now you got 15 or 18 deep in the money calls instead of $10 deep in the money calls. You're concerned about, I'm a little closer to the line. My deep in the money calls aren't so deep in the money anymore because the stock went to 22 from 26 down to 22, 27 down to 22, whatever. Fair enough. But because your calls have backed off, now you're sitting back going, oh, you know what, Bruce? What I can do now is I can buy back these calls for less than I wrote them for, one. And I can then sell off these 18s and buy 15s, or sell these and buy 12s or 13s, because I don't spend as much to buy, because I'm going to write new calls to replace these calls. I sold the new batch at $7.50, $6.50. They're now at $4. So I buy them at $4. I write new calls for $5 or $5.50 because I'm going closer in to the money. I'm going to bring my premium lower, my strike price lower. And I might be able to bring it in time. I might not, but I'm going to bring in a couple of bucks on my contract on the long end, or on the short end, I should say, on the short end, to be able to move lower on the long end. You see what number 16 is going to be about? Lesson 16 is going to cover this: cash secured put strategies, the rollover of such, how to maximize returns, how to handle these various trades. We got a lot to go over here. But we talked about this last night just for about 20 minutes. And we got a lot more to talk about this. Anyway, you're never out of it, no matter what these stocks do. They want to go higher, they want to go higher. They want to go lower, they want to go lower. You're going to go with the flow. If the shares of GameStop want to go to 30, they don't come back. They go from 24, and then they're going to go to 30, and you've done this move. What do you care? You got $15 to $18 deep in the money calls that are now deep in the money, 12 to 15 bucks each. Because at $30, this is a $12 book value contract. This is a $15 book value contract. You've made money again on your deep in the money calls. And oh, by the way, you bought more of them, remember? Because by the time you finished all this rollover stuff, you went from 10 to 12 to 13 of these, or you went from 20 to 25 or 26 of them. And they're $5 more valuable each again. Hello. I'm your old friend. I love making money. Let's do another series of rollovers and cash in yet again. Never fear the upside. Embrace the upside. All right. Anyway, there's a quick little rundown here. I hope I haven't confused the hell out of you this morning. Get ready to rumble. We have a lot to follow here, a lot to work on, and you're just going to get richer. I'm sorry. You're all getting richer, whether you like it or not. That's kicking and screaming. We're going to take you to a higher level. There you go. 24.17 on GameStop right now, up 12 cents in the pre-market. The Dow's still showing a 100-point drop. S&P unchanged. NASDAQ down 3 points. It's a nothing burger over there. The markets actually want to go higher. That's actually what they want to do. So there you have it. All right. Let's see how we start off today when we get going. We're up 7 on Rocket Lab. SoFi 667, just off 27 cents. GameStop up 12. Matterport up 4. What else is going on here? SmartRent up 8 to 368. Apple up 46. Goldman up $1.10. Cisco up a penny. Tesla down just $1. Arc Innovations down a dime. Microsoft down $1. Pfizer up 14. HBQ up 18 cents. Google up 40. Amazon up 40. NVIDIA up 531. Unity down 26 cents. AI at 32.15, down 7.86, and that might be a bargain today. That might be a short-term bargain this morning, because we may see a recovery into the mid-30s or high 30s again. I wouldn't put it past it. I wouldn't put it past this stock that it could do something like that. Thank you for being here this morning. 96 thumbs ups with 12 minutes to go before we open. Thank you for that. Keep those coming in. Appreciate it. And let's see what else is going on here. Drew wants to know, can you roll over deep in the money calls while the short calls are still open? One way to find out, you may want to be doing one of each at a time. You might be able to do the rollover. You might be able to do the trade. It depends on your firm. It depends on margins. Some of you have margin accounts with stocks as well as deep in the money calls, and you have more flexibility there. Look into that. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Some of you might be making the move on the covered call first, where you buy back a call, you sell a deep in the money and buy another deep in the money and make that switch, raising cash and then write the new call. It's a two-step. You'll figure it out, but can be done. All right. Karen, number 47 thumbs ups. Thank you. That's from a while ago. There you go. What else is going on? Beach Boy says, yes, class 16 gold, Jerry. Gold. There you have it. White Feather, I'm writing 3 more January 2024 550 cash secured puts this morning. Very, very interesting. What else is going on? Fao Xiao says GameStop closed all the stores in Ireland and other EU countries. Earnings report's going to be on point. Most interesting. I'm optimistic. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be it's going to be a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Positive vibes coming out from the GameStop community out there. Maybe on Wall Street Bets, maybe on Reddit, where amateur analysts and all of us who follow this company are going to be uniform in the same attitude, and that is, yeah, these guys are cutting costs dramatically and they're increasing their margins. It's going to really pay off. This fourth quarter, the Christmas quarter coming up later this year, huge. Going to be huge for these guys. It's going to be interesting. We'll watch for that. All right. What else is going on? Good morning, y'all, from Splair. How you doing? Good morning. I'm number 102, says Sell My House Fast in Upper Marlboro. Thank you all very much. Thanks to those of you who have become members here lately, those of you who have been renewing your memberships. Thank you to those of you who have been letting the world know how long you've been a member of this channel. It is now June 2023. We started memberships in March of 2021. This blows my mind. There are so many of you that have now been here more than 2 years as members of this channel. Some of you are coming into your first anniversary. Some are coming into their 6-month anniversary. I commend you all. I thank you all. The memberships of this, the membership of this community is keeping us alive here. Nazareth, I've been a member for 26 months. Feels more like 26 years. There's a simple reason that viewers stay members of this channel or any channel. They're getting something of value to be a member of a YouTube channel. Anyone can watch this channel for nothing. You don't have to pay anything to watch. But to be an active member of this channel, to be a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member or a gold level, bagel level member, there has to be a reason. Why do people pay $10 a month or $25 a month to be part of this channel? I mean, what other channels out there do you know of that charge that much money to be members? Most of the time they're $2, $5, $7. I mean, they don't charge $10 or $25. Well, it's kind of simple. It's the return on investment, and there are folks here who are bringing in returns that they never thought they were going to get from the market. Computer Whiz, thank you. Member for 26 months as well. Chilling with Uncle Bruce level. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. 26 months a member. They've learned how to make money in this stock market, and it's simple. We write stock options. We write options on options or options on stock or on ETFs, and gamblers pay these viewers right here with us. They pay these gamblers to gamble on their stock, or these writers, these folks here are just going, you want to gamble? Okay, I'll let you take all the risk. I'll take a bunch of the risk away from me. I'll give it to you. And I'll tell you what, you can buy my stock from me at a price I choose for a certain period of time. How about that game? Oh, well, you want to give me money for that? Well, I'll take it. The viewers of this channel are going, no problem at all. I'm more than happy to take your option money, because there are trillions of dollars in the option market looking for a place to play. And my viewers are adding liquidity to the option market. They're doing the option members out there a favor, the gamblers. Nico, I've been a member for 9 months, gold bagel level. Chilling for 9 months, climbing the ladder. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Moving up to the gold level. Thank you very much, Nico. So appreciate it. I'm so excited for you guys. Your upside is just coming together here. There are people here who started writing options in like April, May of 2021. They wrote 1, they wrote 2, they wrote 3. I remember when some of my viewers were saying, I just took a big gamble, Bruce. I just wrote 5 call options on my GameStop. I just brought in $1,500 on each one. I just wrote 5. I just brought in $7,500. And a week or 2 or 3 later, Bruce, I just gave back $2,500 of the $7,500 I got in. I cleared $5,000 writing options. Good God, have you made a difference in my life already? People immediately realized, oh my Lord, I can get rid of my credit card balances. Then they realized, my investments here can be compounded. I can buy more stock and write more options. Then we started talking about writing cash secured puts. And people are going, oh, Bruce, I've sold my shares of whatever and bought deep in the money calls instead. I now have double the number of contracts I can write. I'm now writing double the number of contracts I've ever written before. They're the same contracts. I'm bringing in double the money I wrote before. I'm now paying off my car loan. I'm now paying I'm paying off IOUs to friends. I am now fixing this van in the driveway that needs $5,000 worth of work. I'm getting my lawn looked after. I'm getting my garden done. We're going on a vacation. We're paying off the second mortgage. We just brought in 30 grand in 6 months, and we're just taking care. All our IOUs are disappearing. They're just going away. And others have said to me, Bruce, I'm doing this all inside my IRA, my 401k. I'm just compounding the money tax free. I'm building my retirement faster than these so-called experts that are supposed to be the geniuses of the market, charging me 2% management fees and telling me how great I'm doing with a 4% return. I'm making 10% a month here doing this. This is easy. I had no idea writing options was not that hard. But hey, what do you think the guys in Wall Street are? You think they're rocket scientists down there? They're not. They're morons, just like the rest of us. We're all morons. Whether you're a money-making moron is the difference. It'll scare you. It will scare you. It'll terrify you. But if you were ever to work at an executive airport where people come and go on these executive planes, and you listen to them talk for a while before they get on their airplane to fly to wherever they're going on a private jet, or where they just came in and they've landed. You listen to them talk to each other, and you're going to go, these guys are morons. They're stupid. They don't know anything. That's right. They're just as dumb as you are, as smart as you are. You're smarter or dumber than they are. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, money makes no damn difference to your intelligence level. Makes no damn difference. None. Zero. There are morons that are billionaires, okay? One became a president of the United States, by the way, in case you didn't know. Guy's still a moron. In any event, there are morons out there who are living a very good life that you are much smarter than. You just have to be nimble with your money. Learn how to manage your money like they've managed theirs. In whatever way they've done it, it's okay. They figured it out. Alberto, I'm still here, Uncle. 26 months, a gold bagel level. Alberto, I love you. You know I love you. Beach Boy, member for 26 months. No idea why I became a member here. Wait, it's Yoko. And you think it's because you taught me how to make money in the stock markets. You're joking, right? Nothing compared to the heavenly voice of Yoko. That's why I'm a member of this channel. It's all about Yoko, baby. What can I say? Do what I can. Whatever brings them here, somehow they don't ever leave. They don't go. A lot of these people don't go away. They just don't leave. Anyway, I miss Blockbuster. I'm old. Just call me old. I don't care. It's why I'm here. It's the Seinfeld references. That's why I'm here. Will the class of 16 be the wheel strategy? Pat Markley from Bruce's Crystal. What's in store for SoFi? Shamalama Ding Dong. I'm here in before the members only lock. Going to roll my GameStop calls today. Happy trading you all. Beach Boy, you betcha. Says BW. Agodi makes none difference. Makes none difference. Makes nothing difference. There are people in private jets going to wherever that are dumber than you are, and you have the opportunity to raise your revenue levels. And whether you're starting to write options for the very first time and you're bringing $1,000 here, bringing in $1,000 there, and just getting into it, or whether you've been into it for a while with us and you're now bringing in $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 every month or two, or you've been here a little longer than that and you're bringing in $5,000 and $15,000 and $20,000 every month or so, or more. This option writing business is open to all. You can have as little as a couple $1,000s and be an option writer. You do not need to be $100,000 heir, a millionaire, or anything like that to write options. Nothing like that whatsoever. This is an open field, and male or female, you make just as much money, whether you're a male or a female. It makes no difference because the option market doesn't care. The option market is like the virus. It doesn't care. Doesn't care how you feel. Doesn't care how your hairstyle looks like. Doesn't care if your shoes are shined. Doesn't care if you wear runners or loafers. It doesn't care whether you wear sweatpants or a suit and tie. It doesn't care. The option market moves with the stock market, and that's the end of it. And Larry Titus has told us one important fact right now. The bells have just rung, and we are trading today. Get your share of the dough. Whether it's 1,000 a month, 10,000 a month, 100,000 a month, a million a month, get your share of the money that's being available to you from the option players. Let them take all the risks. Give it to them and let them go nuts. You don't need to be the one taking all the chances. Let them take all the chances. Thank you all so much for being members of this channel for as long as you have been members of the channel. Thank you to the brand new members that have just joined in. Please become a member if you can. If you would like to be commenting now during trading hours, we'd love to have you. Don't forget, members of this channel, if you're a Gold Bagel level member, oh baby, you get to join me every morning at 8 o'clock for the pre-alert show and Wednesday nights, prime time live with your buddy Uncle Bruce. Love to welcome you into the family. Please become a member today and say hi to me. Tell me where you're watching me from, how you doing out there. Love you guys to death. Thank you all so much for following this channel. It is so appreciative. Welcome all to the party. We're open. We seem to be trading here. I am looking at 114 thumbs ups have come through now. Fabulous. Ed Hawkins, I've been a member for 24 months at the Gold Bagel level. Ed, thank you. Octavio, I'm a member here, chilling with Uncle Bruce level. 24 months a member now. Joined, saw value, never leaving. Take care of yourself, Uncle B. We need you here for a long time, please. Thank you so much, Octavio, for your kind words. And again, all of you who are sending out alerts as to how long you've been a member of this channel. You can send out an alert for no charge. You just have to hit, I think you hit the $ down below and you get an option there where you can announce how long you've been a member of this channel. And it'll even tell you how long you've been a member of this channel, which is incredible. AR Aaron, I've been a member for 23 months. Gold Bagel level is where I'm at. Thank you, IR Aaron, for that as well. You guys are awesome. Like I say, it's just humbling to see how long people have been a member of this channel. Odin's Pumpkin, 25 months. I'm a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. I love you, Uncle Bruce. I always look forward to watching you Monday to Friday. Every Monday to Friday. I love it. You're here. Thank you, guys. I love being here. I really do. I really like hanging out with you guys. It's a lot of fun. It's entertaining. It's interesting. It's a fascinating thing. And it is so cool to watch viewers become more and more educated on how option writing works and more successful. It really is something else. Some of the stuff you guys are doing today versus what you started with doing, no comparison. It is just no comparison to what you guys were doing at the beginning to what you're doing now. W. Walters is here, member for 23 months. Chilling with Uncle Bruce. One more month, W, and you are a 24-monther. Holy cow, can you believe it? Thank you so much. Telos announces strategic collaboration with GameStop to expand Web3 gaming, James Barnaby is saying. I hope that makes the stock go straight up. Hawkeye is here, member for 10 months, Gold Bagel level member. You have made so much possible. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. That is awesome stuff. Yeah, you know, if you watching me has helped some of you reduce your cost of living because you've reduced your credit card payments, you know, those minimum payments are now gone, or you've paid down your credit card by half, or you're throwing 1,000 a month at your credit card instead of just the minimum payment. You're doing that plus 1,000 a month. I am that alone. Just something as small as that. Just $1,000 a month less in debt. That you're here with me. You know, you're a $10 a month level member, a $25 a month level member, and you're throwing 1,000 a month at your debts because of this. That right there is huge. That is a huge accomplishment. If it's 2,000 a month, 3,000 a month, it's 4,000, it's 5,000 a month. It's the kind of money that you're hauling in now allowed you to quit your day job, or allowed you to quit a part-time job that you had as well as your full-time job. And now you only have the full-time job. Your part-time job has been replaced with option premium. That's a win. That's a huge win. Just keep it up, guys. Don't stop now. Keep it going. Build that option writing portfolio. Bring that income in. These option gamblers will give you a lifestyle you never thought possible. I am not kidding. And I know there are a number of viewers here who are members of this channel who never talk to me. They never, ever post anything. They are quiet. They are private. They're at home. They're at work. They're wherever they are, and they just go about their business. They're members of the channel, and they support me that way. I thank you all, no matter what your activity level is here, how active you are, how quiet you are. I just can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Without members, this channel would not exist. And that is what I have to decide every month, whether to keep going or not. Do I keep going with a 5-day-a-week show, 2 hours a day for the YouTube community as a whole, knowing that there's a sliver of people here who are members and a large number of people who are not. I know that. It's typical. It's normal. It is the way it is. But those of you who are able to make a donation through YouTube to me, or whether you're sending us donations out and out through PayPal, thank you. If you're taking the lessons, you are really helping us out, no question about it. That is really the lifeblood of this channel, is the lessons. Or if you want to have a one-on-one session with me privately from time to time, that also makes a tremendous difference, collectively speaking, to this channel's existence. So again, thank you all, no matter how you support us. We love you. Jen and I are thrilled that you're part of this, our lives. And let's just keep this party going as long as it can, because we have opportunities here to make money. The Dow at the moment, I think, is off about 140 points. I'm just going to double check this on my big S iPad. It about 125 points. Okay, we're down about 125 on the Dow. We're down 4 points on the S&P. This is a nothing burger. We're down 25 on NASDAQ. We're not even a third of a point lower on the Dow. We're 0.19 of a percentage point on NASDAQ. I mean, it's quiet. Nothing seriously negative here. We're down 22 cents on oil, 67.87. No recovery coming on oil from any angle whatsoever. That means we're going lower on oil as well. All right, it's a mixed opening. The House passed the debt ceiling bill last night, and now the Senate gets to talk about it and try to get airtime. Watch Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky do his moronic stuff. Well, that's what you expect, what you're going to get. Stupid is as stupid does, so what are you going to do? Welcome to the party, everybody. Thank you for being part of the show today. So glad you're here with us. If you're a subscriber to this channel, I thank you. If you've never subscribed before, please subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that subscribe button and let's grow the numbers. Thank you to Hawkeye, W. Walters, Odin's Pumpkin, IR Aaron. Thank you, Octavio, Ed Hawkins. Thank you, Beach Boy, Alberto, Nico, Computer Whiz, Nazareth, all of you and the rest of you out there for following this channel and letting us know how long you've been members. It's just beautiful. Those of you who are here, Flint Creek, Financial Mischief, Deuce Caboose, Home Skillet, Willie, James Barnaby, Mandu number 5, DQ, Spicy, Larry, managers here, Coyote, all of you who are here, Shamalama Ding Dong, Pat Merkley, JR, Amy J, Selma House Fast Up on Marlboro, Splair, DQ, Nick H, Karen, Drew, Touchgrass, Nick H, Nick S, Manager, Extreme Edition, Kiwi, all of you, White Feather, how you doing, pal? BP, Kareem, Bobby Atkinson, Sareem, thank you all for being around. Sean and Wendy, God is amazing. How you guys doing? DH Ruda, John Anderson, Fauciao, Moose Knuckles, Hector, Richard, Alex, David R, Ricardo, Chase Rosita Parker, Lorraine is here, Rolo 88, all are welcome here. Great to have you, and your participation in this channel is absolutely invaluable. Thank you. And if I missed anybody, sorry. If you haven't said hi to me, I don't know that you're here. So 231 of you are here. great to have you. Welcome one and all to the party. DQ, I remember 2 years, 2 months, 13 days. Fantastic. Mandu, Bruce, you're the best. James, Telos announces strategic collaboration with GameStop. The shares are up 18 cents, 24.24 on GameStop right now. Deuce Caboose, SoFi looking good after pre-market drop and 2-day rally. We're at 687, only off 7 cents. Looking good. Deuce Caboose 122. Willie, I'm 111. SoFi recovering nicely from pre-market, says Home Skillet. Deuce Caboose 10 million in 5 minutes. Let's go higher, baby. Flint Creek, number 123. I'm late to the party. Special financial mischief. Speaking of paying off debts, by the end of June, I'll be paying off a credit card and a loan. That's going to be 12 grand worth of debt wiped out on top of quitting my day job, all thanks to you, Uncle Bruce. I hear this so often. I get this. Mainly, I get these messages privately. I generally don't get them that publicly, but it is true. It is. It's overpowering. And think about it, 12 grand in debt, that's after-tax money. If you have 12 grand you're trying to pay off, you got to make, 20 grand gross to net out 12, and you have to live in the meantime. So now what do you got to generate? 30, 35 to get rid of 12 grand? This is huge. This is huge, and this changes everything going forward. Flint Creek, laugh aloud. I accidentally bought a SoFi call for tomorrow for 6. I meant to go for a year up, but it filled, and I was like, whatever. So I sold it for $88, expires tomorrow, putting that into more shares. There you go. Pat Merkley, 109. Garth is here, loitering in the background. Thank you, man. Hobby Bubby, Bagel, baby, Bobby Hubby, thank you. Manager, maybe that senator telling his friends to get in a short position so when there's a holdup till June 5, the market is jittery. You never know. Lando Flaws is here. Remember, for 17 months, 5 days. Thank you, my friend Pat. Don't like some of your politics, but your financial advice is much appreciated. Bobby Hubby. Shades, JR. Thank you, Larry Titus. Dude, I'm here, gold bageling with Uncle Bruce. JR, it's weird. VIX is going down, but so are the futures. Dude, number 132, Double D. I'm here. I'm watching. Thank you all so very much. Thank you to all of you who are letting me know how long you've been here. And if you're able to put up one of those green banners, thank you for that. I love it when these green banners show up because it shows YouTubers who are just casually going by. Some of them come in here, they hang out for 5 minutes, wondering, who's this guy? He's sitting in front of a whiteboard. I mean, talk about lame. There's no entertainment value here. He's just talking. Well, what's with those green bars? Why are these people talking about being members for 25 months? You want to be a member of this guy's channel, you got to pay $10 a month. What? Some are paying $25 a month. What? $300 a year to be a member of this guy's channel? Why would anyone want to pay $300 a year? Oh, I know. $12,000 in debt reduction. Quit my day job, and you've changed my life. It's worth $300 a year. There you go. There you go. You get what you pay for. Maybe sometimes there are YouTube channels that are offering memberships for $1.99. What are you getting for that? Have you learned how to pay off 12 grand in debt and quit your day job from a $1.99 YouTube channel? You let me know which ones. It's all right. BW, Uncle Bruce, working on 10 GameStop Jan 24 20s. I received 584 and I bought back around 684. Most 2024s aren't great premiums, but a 25 Jan 25 would get me 675. But the volume and open interest on GameStop stinks as of late. What are your thoughts? Don't be intimidated by small open interest numbers. There are market specialists making markets. And so if you get a fill, you may find that when you put your order in for a sale, the OI rises because you are creating options. You're not, you're just trying to, when you buy back calls, you might be buying back a call from an option specialist who's writing them for you. The option seller, the option market maker is giving you the volume you want, liquidity, and the OI is building that way. So don't be intimidated by that. Just put your orders in there at the bid and ask you want. Home Skill at retailer target stock in a 2-week free fall. Splair, I'm back with connection to YouTube. Welcome, Splair. Dude, Uncle Bruce is better than Netflix. Thank you. We are down 149 on the Dow, 338 on S&P, NASDAQ down 1 point. Cops are looking for me. They'll never find me. I'm hiding in a little tiny hole here. They'll never figure it out. Oil down 17 cents. What else is going on? Welcome one and all to the party. Bobby Hubby, I've been a member for 23 months, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, Bobby. Financial Mischief, a member for 24 months, gold bagel level. Thank you, man. You guys are just great when you do these. I love these green bars. They really pop on the screen on YouTube. I love it when this is going on. People watch the reruns tonight. They'll watch reruns all afternoon, tonight, this evening. They see these green bars and going, wow, geez, 24 months, 23 months, 26 months, 15 months, 10 months, 9 months, 18 months. It's the real deal. And these folks that you see splashing across with green bars, this is why we're here. This is the only reason I'm still here. If I were trying to live off the ad revenue that YouTube throws us, it's $8 a day. That's it from YouTube. There is no money coming from YouTube for me to do this. No way. It's memberships. It's all members and class watchers. Thank you, all of you again, who are taking the classes, learning how to write options, becoming better at it, investing in yourself to learn how to become an option writer, to understand the lingo that is going up and down this channel all the time. Those are the folks that are bettering themselves and are taking me along for their ride. And some of these rides are incredible. As I've just been reading here, you can see for yourself some of these folks just making comments. I'm not paying them to say this. They're saying it right from their own homes, straight out. Bruce, you are making me money, and that is why I'm here, and I'm never leaving. You've changed my life, my family's life. It's unbelievable. I know many of you have attempted to spread the word of this channel to friends and relatives, to little avail, because a lot of your friends and relatives, they don't believe you. They don't think you're telling the truth of how well you're doing. They just don't believe it. They think that you're making it up. Manager, member for 25 months, gold bagel level. Thank you, my friend. As always, way to go, pal. You're getting richer. People, it's true. It's really true. The followers of this channel try to tell their friends how they're doing and what they're doing, and their best friends, they love them to death, but they just can't get it through their heads. And you try to explain this to your pal from scratch, not going to happen. You've got to be a follower of this channel to know what the hell this gobbledygook is all about back here. But it's so simple to understand this when you've been here a little while. It just becomes your language. It becomes your second language. It's amazing how it works. Thank you, everybody. JR, home skillet. As I pointed out to the haters on Fox News, Target will recover. In 2016, bathroom kerfuffle stock at 70 shares. Since then, it climbed to a peak of 246. It's just cyclical. BW, thanks, Uncle Bruce. The average 30-year fixed rate mortgage in the United States jumped 22 basis points to 6.91% in the week ended May 26th. The highest level since early November. Bobby Hubby, I just like the morning rants and the classes. Laugh out loud. I just love it. Karen, some of my friends think it's bad that I don't have a financial planner, but I enjoy being hands-on, and my account is up 150% over 2 years of option writing. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, Karen, for that comment. Nick, good morning. To be fair, the YouTube algo pays more ad revenue to 10-minute videos than to a 2-hour stream. That is true. And the reality is, folks who hang out here there's 227 here right now, not 22,700. So I have a select audience, to say the least. Option writers hang out here, no question. People who want to make money on their money, they hang out here all the time. If I could put out videos that got me 100,000 views every video from a sensational type thing, I'd make more ad revenue, but I don't make those kinds of videos. I don't throw pumpkins off of dams onto cars. I talk option writing. It's a different world. And Hector, neat, Kiwi, I could not get a friend to invest just $1,000 into SoFi when they dipped to 450. Her loss. I couldn't get her to do it. I tried to get her to do it at 450 a share. Buy some SoFi at 450 a share. It's now 669 in 10 days, and no luck, right? There you go. If that person would have bought 200 shares at 450, they'd now be worth what, 1340, from 900 to 1340, 35, 40% return in 10 days. Just buying the stock, let alone writing a put. Oh my, JR, here's a donation. Been here 9+ months. Here's a $2 tip, Uncle Bruce. Thank you very much. I love those tips. Manager, Uncle Bruce, question: what happens if the Senate does not pass this thing? Would there be a market crash if there was a default? I maybe a reaction, but they'll kind of pass it. JR, YouTube won't let me send a green banner until I'm at least 10 months on. It's kind of weird. Nick Demorier, they don't throw pumpkins off dams. They shoot basketballs off of skyscrapers. There you go, Nick. You see, I can't even tell you what videos will get me views. See, I'll tell you right now. Maybe I should get a basketball, and I should write on the outside of it, this is what happens to put contract, and then throw it off the dam or something. I don't know. I don't know. I just, you see, I'm destined to stay alive. There's the problem right there. Flint, Dad did listen. He was pretty happy yesterday. I never thought I would be a person with stock tips, but here we are. I gave my dad a stock tip. Home Skill, a $30 strike for cash secured put on AI. What do you think, Uncle Bruce? A $30 strike on a cash secured put on AI. Is there something to do there? Well, the stock's $31. It's down $9. If you were to write a cash secured put on AI at 30, what kind of premium could you get for something like that? Now, my quote is late. It's 10 minutes late. So, don't super quote me on this, but let's look at July's. July, maybe 21s. Here we go. From what I can see, a $30 July 21 put 10 minutes ago was $4.80 to $5. So if you were to write a $30 cash secured put on AI at $5, you're prepared to pay $25 for the stock until the third Friday of July. Third Friday, July. So that's 7 weeks. That's not bad money for a $3,000 investment. Now, if you want to go out further, like August 18, a 30 would bring you about $6, maybe $6.20. That's not bad. 20% on your money. You want to write a 3250, which of course is in the money by 90 cents, but so you could probably get $8 for that. 3250. That's interesting. September 2023 put contract on AI. The 30s will bring you close to 775, maybe 780. The 3250s could probably bring you 9 to 950 a pop. Not bad. These are contracts that have no value. I mean, the 3250's got a 80-cent value, 70-cent value to it. The rest is air. There could be some nice shrinkage there. Hey, stock wants to go to $33, $35 in the next month or two. These puts are way out of the money. They're going to go like that. Not bad. There's some potential there, Home Skill. Take a look at that. Don't ignore it. Very interesting. Hector, Uncle Bruce, I bought back my AI June 2340 covered call for a quick profit. That profit lowered my cost average to market price this morning. Will write again after the market settles. There you go. JR, Flint Creek, way to go. I'm hoping I can get my bro to do options. A lot of people give out fear comments about them. Ed Hawkins, what cash secured puts do you like for SoFi? Sell to open, right? Yes, sell to open on SoFi. I would like some things in some of these it puts in the 7 range. Let me take a look if I can get the options thing to pop up here. We're at 670 on SoFi, down a quarter today. Let's take a look at some contracts. Let's look at October's to start, just for the hell of it. Okay, October 6s are only 67 to 69 cents. The 7s, which are in the money 30 cents, 115 to 120. If you go to January 2024, there should be some premiums here. A $6 puts would bring you about 95 cents, where the 750s will bring you 170 or so. And those are worth 80 cents max. So that's about a 90-cent premium there. 6s or 750s might be the way to go for January 2024, just as a thought. Brian, good morning. GameStop and SoFi to the moon for some cheese here. Dude face, I tell people about SoFi all the time. One friend listened, and now we talk SoFi every time I see him. He's crazy like me, though. It's not helping my case. BP, Mr. Platform, Tasty Trade will not allow me to sell 5 $10 deep in the money calls, as I have 5 20s written against it, and I have a margin account. So there's that. So you may have to do buy a $20 call, sell a deep in the money, rebuy the deep in the money, and then write the new call. Then buy back the next 20, and then do the same thing with your deep in the monies, and then write the next in the money call. You may have to do it that way if you can pull it off. Ed Hawkins says thanks. Thank you, Ed. Thank you all. Let's see. We're now sitting on 137 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. Keep them coming in if you can. We try to get to 200 every morning show. Thank you all. Okay, thanks. Uncle Bruce says BP. Got it. All right, I know what to do. All righty, folks. Fun times here at the OK Corral. SoFi 673. The low was 663 today. The high so far 692. We have over 15 million volume over there. Let me take a look here. 18.8 million volume in 26 minutes. Not as heavy as the other day, but still very active for SoFi. Very interesting times. JR, BP, are you trying to set up a spread? No, JR is trying to do a rollover. He's trying to do a rollover. So he's trying to move up his deep in the money calls to a higher level. He's trying to roll his short-term calls to a higher level as well. That's what he's working on. And I say good stuff. Keep up the good work. What's going on here? We've got 189 point down dip on the Dow at the moment, and not that heavy, 0.57 of a percentage point. S&P is only up 4.7 points. It's 0.1%. And the NASDAQ is green. It's up 6 points. It's a mixed bag market. The market wants to go higher, actually. It looks like it. Oil down 18 cents to 67.91 a barrel. Oil under 70 substantially here. Testy Donkey says, a friend of mine was asking me about stocks. I started telling him about options and selling them. He then asked, if I buy, for example, 10 Microsoft shares and they go down, will I be bankrupt? I gave up. There you go. That is definitely not an option writer. That is definitely not going to be an option writer. No, that it is too loud. That is too loud. That is an individual. You know what you do for that individual if you really love them, and if you have a friend or a relative like that, here's what you do. You send me a donation. Hear me out. You send me a donation for $150. You send me an email. Say, Bruce, I just made a $150 donation for class number 1. I want you to send this class to this individual. Here's their email, and send them a note. It's from me. And now send them class number 1. And there's the introduction to what we're talking about. And there's a gift from you to them where they can never say to you, well, you never told me about how well you were doing in the market. Here you go. Here's class number 1. You want to see class number 2? Go to his website and you can buy number 2 yourself. I'll give you number 1. You're on your way. You take it from there. You want to take this college course that this guy's offering in plain English? Step up and watch this. I've donated it to you because of Bruce. Now you're on your way. There you go. That's all you can do. JR, if so, they don't like that. If you have at least 25,000 set up in your deep in the money calls first, then write against them. Do this as separate transactions. Tiff, SoFi fighting against the shorters. Mandu, GameStop. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Mandu, not GameStop. Good morning, Mandu. Good morning from Mandu. Thank you. How you doing, Auntie Jen?
I heard your name.
What's going on today?
Good. What are you doing on your board back there? Besides just writing terribly.
Yeah, you look at this and you say, what does that mean? You don't know what this means.
January, $10, 2025, $10.
See?
What?
You had to be here to know.
14 RV, RU plus PR.
You love it. Wrote 18 call 3 to 750
18
Jan
call.
15 to 18 DMCC. What does that gobbledygook stand for?
DMC
It's like watching those movies about
plus
mathematician
premium.
geniuses, you know? Yeah.
$14,
It's a code. It's a secret code.
like, you know, your base price plus your premium, $15 to $16. So it's the 14. Hey,
This is so easy to understand. Anyone can figure it out. A child can figure this out.
wrote 18.
You're only 15 lessons away from understanding what all this means.
DMCC. Deep in the money covered call.
She figured that out.
Okay.
She figured that part out.
So that's the January 25 is deep in the money covered call. January. Yeah, January 2025 is deep in the money. At $15 to $18.
See, when you walk in cold, you're going, what is he saying?
I don't know what that. I think it's an
Uh,
R, but it might be a B. It might be an I that you didn't mean, and you went to erase it, so you scribbled over it.
Brian, I like your gold bagel. Mine is pink. I'm envious of you, gold. Good morning, Jen from Larry Titus.
Good morning, Larry.
Tiff, Brian, I'm not a gold bagel. This is a 12 plus month bagel. Flint Creek, good morning, Auntie Jen. Brian,
good
isn't
morning,
it gold
Flint
or is it
lady.
yellow? Tiff, I think the color is the same. I don't know. JR, no powder is likely the problem. You've got to be able to cover your options,
Yes.
positions. That's
Always
true.
gotta have powder.
We are now sitting on 140 thumbs ups, and we got a notice here from Boris, Green Bar member for 8 months, chilling with Uncle Bruce. Lurker first, subscribed, and bought classes afterwards. Right on, Boris.
There
Welcome to
you
the
go,
party. It's
Boris.
happening for Boris. Boris is moving up the ladder around here. Love it, man. I love it.
Nice.
We've had a whole bunch of people today notify us how long they've been members of the channel.
It's June the 1st.
It's June the 1st, 26 months.
Can you imagine?
26 months people have been members.
26 months.
Yeah, and counting. It's incredible.
Wow.
Absolutely incredible. Humbling. And between
Right?
the members
Yes.
and the class participants, that's the
So-
only reason we're here.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
The one-on-ones really help. Classes are huge, and membership every month.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And
It's the reason we're in Switzerland.
it's the reason we went to Switzerland. It's the reason we're going back. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the reason we were able to go to Europe and see some of our viewers face to face, which was great.
I know. I love it. And down south, we got to see a couple.
Yep, we saw some of our viewers down south in
That's
California
CJR.
again this year. We didn't even have a formal get together because of your hip,
I
but
know.
next year we'll
Next
likely
year.
do it. TJ, member for 24 months, gold bagel level.
TJ.
Fans. TJ, I love you, buddy.
Wow.
Thanks to TJ and all of you here. We've got who else we got? Dude, $2 donation. Lurker, chillin', gold classes, retire. That was easy. See, Lurker, chillin', remember, gold bagel level, took the classes, retired. That was easy. There you go,
Bada bing,
dude.
bada bang, bada boom. There, something like that. Tongue isn't ready.
Oh man, Kiwi. It's 2 a.m. in Auckland. My dog is
Oh,
making
my
it clear
Lord.
it is bedtime. Kiwi,
Oh.
where you're in Auckland? We're gonna have to come and see you.
Yeah.
We'll have to meet you in Auckland. We're going to be there. We're looking to be there probably February. Coming up February, we'll be
Yeah.
there in New Zealand.
Feb in there somewhere.
Oh my! Ed Hawkins says Jen must have been an archaeologist reading hieroglyphs in a past life.
No, I've just read this writing for a long time.
Yes, she's seen this kind of writing for a long, long time. You guys are great. Thank
but
you.
What's the 14? What is that behind 14? So 14,
All right.
What is that, an R?
No,
Is it a scribble? It's a B, base unit.
book value.
Book value. Oh, that's a V. Okay. Book value plus premium.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, GameStop,
Yeah.
January, $10 calls,
Yeah.
expiring in 2025.
Yeah.
The one example I gave this morning was a number of my viewers bought these at about $10 each.
Okay.
Now that the stock's trading at $24,
Yes.
that was this morning in the pre-market. There is $14 of book value there
Sure.
because the $10 call is 14 in the money plus
Well, that's a
a
premium.
little bit of premium.
$5.
They'll be trading at 15, 16 now.
Sure.
So they bought them at 10 and they're trading at 15, 16. So if you bought 10 of these, you're now up 5, 6 grand. Now,
Yeah.
we had viewers on this channel who had at one time 400 shares,
Right.
300 shares.
Yeah.
Then they split 2 for 1.
Right.
So now they got, they split, sorry, 4 for 1.
4 for.
So they had 200 shares or 100 shares. Yeah, I literally had viewers who had 100 shares.
Yeah.
Then they ended up with 400 shares.
Right.
Then they sold their shares and bought 7 deep in the money calls.
Yeah.
Then they wrote calls against the deep in the money calls, used that money to buy 3 more covered calls. Now they have 10 calls.
Yeah.
So they have 10 of these.
Yeah.
And they are into them for about $10 each. They're now 15 to 16 each. So they're up 50% just on that right there. And so they've written, in some cases, they wrote $18 calls when the stock was about 17, $18. And they brought in about $3 a contract. But those contracts now are trading at $7.50 because the stock's at 24. So they're upside down on these, but they're way up on those, and they want to do a rollover of these.
Right.
So they want to buy it back for $7.50 and write new calls against them. So I suggest maybe sell the 10s at these prices and buy January 15s or 18s deep in the monies for less money, because a 15 is only in the money $9 and 18 is only in the money $6.
Right.
So they will be less to buy, which means the cash differential will cover this to buy these back and write new calls.
There you go.
And the calls they're writing have a higher strike, maybe the 22s to 25s. So that's a much higher strike price.
Uptick.
Don't fear the upside.
Pay for itself.
That's right. So they can write calls for, say, $6. Cost them $1.50 in cash, but they got way more than that by doing this. Then what they do is, after they've accomplished all of these trades, they thought, I'm going to buy more of these. I'm going to buy 2 or 3 more deep in money calls and write calls on those. And now they're writing 12 to 13 deep in the money calls instead of 10. Right. And they've gone up yet again. They started with 100
Where is
shares.
it? What's GameStop at right now?
24.21. Up 16 cents.
It just keeps going. It has numbers coming out?
Yeah, next Wednesday.
There you go.
Next Wednesday.
There you go.
Stock could go.
Just keeps marching.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait,
so
June. It's not March.
And if the stock does top at 25, 26, 27, let's say it gets there. And then a week later, they're back to 21, 22.
Oh, they're laughing then.
They're laughing because they've done the rollover and the stock is lower. They're fine. So we've got all this.
Then they get to buy back and
that's
rinse and repeat.
This makes sense.
Yes.
You just have to stick around a while to understand what's going on. By the way, talking about sticking around, Lorraine, been a member for 20 months. Lorraine, 20 months gold bagel level member right now. Lorraine, we love you, Lorraine. Way to go.
I hope she's out there bringing in cash.
Bringing in the dough. Letting the gamblers gamble on her position and portfolio. It's what we're talking about here.
She's just walking around with a knowing smile on her face, and people are going,
why is she so happy all the time? What does she know that I don't know? She knows a lot. She knows something. She's up to something. I don't know what that something is, but boy, she seems
probably having an affair.
She's probably.
She's having an affair with Uncle Bruce.
She's hanging out with this guy online all the time. She's got this online affair going on.
She talks about this new guy.
She talks about this guy all the time. What's going on? It's amazing how many viewers have told me, I found you in January 2021.
Yeah.
At the time, I had 50 shares of GameStop.
Yeah.
And I was just buying and selling. I didn't know what I was doing.
Never heard
I
of
started following you. I eventually got to 100 shares at GameStop. Some of my viewers said I got to 200-300 shares. Then they did the split. I had 400, 800, 1,200, 1,600. I had 2,000 shares all of a sudden of GameStop. I started writing options on those. Then you talked about poor man covered calls, and I turned into that writer. Now I'm writing 30, 40, 50, 60 calls at a time. Yeah. I quit my day job. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Because when I sell $3 calls 50 times over, that's 15 G's. I can scoop $5,000 a month out of that to quit my day job. What do I need to work for? The lives have been changed around here.
What do I need to work for?
How many channels were out there when I started that were talking about going to the moon on everything, and how many have disappeared?
I wonder how many are in a little bit of legal trouble.
How many are in legal trouble because they're being accused of pumps and dumps?
Yes.
Where they were playing the stock against their own viewers.
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
And I think the problem is because anybody can have a YouTube channel and talk about things. they've never had to go through the course. They've never had to go through the regulations. They've never had to study the laws. So
Due diligence.
due diligence. I'm sure deep down in their core knew they were doing something wrong, but maybe didn't know just how illegal it was.
How bad it was.
How bad.
And now
how the SEC really doesn't like pump and dump.
Yeah. And now
It's one of the big ones.
they're into legal bills and all kinds of crap. It's unbelievable out there. I try desperately to try to keep my viewers on the path. Just stay between the lines, folks. Stay between the lines, and let's work this.
You don't have to be sleazy.
No,
you can do this very conservatively. You can sleep at night.
Yeah,
with a smile on your face.
What also is amazing to me is how many viewers I have who have gifted classes.
I know.
To other people.
I know.
In the last 2 years.
This community is amazing.
And a number of those people are now option writers and are really it's made a difference in their lives. It's phenomenal.
There's to people like just in the community, the only way they know them is
the
through their comments.
Community only. And then
they help each other.
Then there are those viewers who have said to me, I want to send this to my nephew. I want to send this to my brother. I want to send this to my sister.
Yeah.
I want you to send a class to my dad. I want you to do that.
Right.
Or
is it okay if my dad sits in? If my mom
we want to have
in?
a one-on-one. I want to have a one-on-one with you. I want my dad to join me. I want my wife. My wife and I are going to join. Of course it's okay. Well, obviously.
We've met children and
we have. And
it's been awesome.
I've had people who said to me later, they said, I watched you and I was thinking of doing a class, but I decided I would do a one-on-one with you. And I brought a friend of mine or someone with me who really knows investing. And I wanted them to tell me whether
to make sure
whether you're full of crap or not.
Yeah. What is this guy's angle?
And, we had the one-on-one. And then after the one-on-one, I'm talking to my advisor and they're saying to me, well, no, what he's talking about is really happens out there. It really does happen. And all of a sudden, I've taken some classes from you. I've been hanging out with you and I started writing options and it's like,
I know this
works.
It sounds like you're trying to read hieroglyphics when you first start.
Yeah.
But
true. So true.
It's, it's not that many words you have to learn.
Nope.
Glossary's pretty small.
That's right.
And the math works.
And the other thing that's happening here is where people say to me, 3 years ago, I went to a Thanksgiving dinner at, so-and-so's house, the family.
Auntie Jane.
And I was just being ridiculed or I couldn't make any money in the market. And then the next year I went and I had already found you by that time.
Yeah.
And I started talking about you and people just said to me, oh yeah, you found another get rich. You found another get rich quick scheme guy.
Yeah.
And we're concerned about you. And then the last year you went and you're just sitting there going, I dare you to ask me. I dare you to ask me how I'm doing in this market.
Because you're not going to believe me.
And now what's happening in some cases?
They're like, I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine.
No, well, what's happening now is people are getting emails and texts.
Yeah.
Going, hey, listen, you seem to be doing all right.
Yeah.
Can you kind of help me out here? Help me understand what this is about?
Yeah.
And you have the same consistent story. You're saying, well, watch Uncle Bruce. There it is. Just watch this guy. Follow this guy. I don't know what more I have to tell you. I know. He's the same as he was 2 years ago. He's the same as last year. He's the same now. He's going to be the same next year.
And no matter what the price of GameStop is, it's still the same.
He still follows the same stocks. He keeps talking about the same strategies. And
formulas are always the same.
My account is growing. And the amount of options being written on this channel compared to a year ago and 2 years ago, I can't compare it.
I can't wait for SoFi to turn the corner to have its breakout and become a $30 stock.
$30 stock and thousands of options a month are going to be written here.
Yeah.
Thousands of options at $4 or $5 premiums per contract over this channel. Thousands.
I know.
Countless thousands. The amount of money coming through this channel will be huge because of the faith and the
They're all going to
loyalty
be like manager.
And more.
That's it.
It's going to be huge.
They're all going to be doing
Everyone's
thousands at a time.
There are people here who are going to say, Bruce, if I could make $10,000 a year writing options, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
And then there are those who are going to say, I thought
I'd be satisfied.
that would be it. I thought I'll get to about 10,000. That'll be about it. And they're going to say to me, 5 times as much is coming in. I'm doing 50,000 a year option premiums. Others are going to say, I knew I could do 2,000 or 3,000, but I didn't know I could do 100,000 or 150,000 a year. And then there are going to be
the same thing.
There are going to be others here who are going to say, I figured 100 to 200,000 would be the max. $500,000 a year coming in here, 600, 700,000 a year in option premiums is coming in here, and the market just buys whatever I want to offer. They just buy it up. It's like this. I can't overpower this market.
We want every one of them to have a tax issue.
Everybody wants. That's right. That's what I want to have. So exciting.
I'm going to go have a coffee issue.
You're going to have a coffee issue?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I'm having a caffeine-free Diet Coke issue in my rug.
I'm going to go have some caffeine-free coffee.
Well, I say I commend you. While you've been here talking about SoFi, it's now 684. It's only down a dime. It was as low as 663 today.
Okay.
And it is climbing again. It's coming on 687 now. The high of 692.
Well,
it's about to break the high of the day.
Last night, what was there?
The high of the day yesterday was 702.3. Was it something like that? 7 something. And I think it's going to break 7 again today. Nice. I think it's going to 750, maybe today.
Get the $7 print.
It's going, baby. It's on its way. Here we go.
Yoink.
Cash secured put writers. Way to go, you guys. Yikes.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Have a great one. We'll see you later.
Have a good Thursday.
It's exciting what's going on around here. It's so exciting. Oh, I love it, guys. Welcome to the party, everybody. This is good stuff. Nice to see you all here. I've missed a bunch of comments, of course. A whole bunch of comments. Oh my gosh. All right. What else is going on here? 141 thumbs up from Zed. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Are the boxes 3/4 done? Nope. Not even half. What else is going on here? Lots of folks talking to each other about buying back stock and staying on top of stuff here. Let's see. What's going on here? Matthew, number 144 and 145 on the thumbs up, buddy. Uncle Bruce, I really appreciate what you're doing. I listened to the first half of the show, but I was unable to comment. Welcome. Neat. Welcome. JR, Uncle Bruce, any more info on your possible meet and greet in New York when the two of you travel later on this year? I'm going to be there the first week of August, but I might miss you. We're going to be going through New York in the 3rd week of August somewhere, but it's on the way back. October, the midpoint of October, kind of, until maybe the 3rd week of October, somewhere in that 15 to 20, 13 to 21. I don't know yet, somewhere in that range. We're going to be in New York, and we will put together meet and greets. I have 2 channels, and I've got viewers from both who want to catch up with us, which we also want to do. And so we don't know yet when we get to New York and when we're leaving, but it is the 15th to the 20th, somewhere in that window there, plus or minus a few days. And we'll then set up something formal and find a way to let you in on all this with as much notice as possible. And we'll nail the date down and say, we're definitely going to be here at this day. Let's meet at wherever and see what happens. I'm excited. AI is trending higher, says Chase Rosita. AI, it's now 33.38, down 6.63. The low of the day, 30.26. Interesting moves there. Very interesting. Alex, sell GameStop. Jan 2025 10s for $14.50 on a stink. Ask buy GameStop Jan 2025 13s for $11.50 on a stink bid. Anything wrong with that trade, Bruce? Nope, nothing wrong with that trade. Alberto, my granddaughter's calls y'all Tio in Tia, auntie and uncle. Uncle and auntie. Thank you, Albert. Even I received a class. So thanks again to Alberto and DQ. Alex, good morning. Jen, DQ, VYW, Splair. You're welcome, says DW. DQ. Alberto, Splair TV, bingo, making money. Let's go, baby. DQ, good things happen when Bruce has a Friday libation hour show. I'm just saying. JR, good morning, Auntie Jen. This might be a bit late, but I'm behind on the feed, says JR. BP, JR, I'm not sure what Uncle Bruce meant by buy $20 call, then sell and deepen the money, rebuy the deep money, and write a new call, but then buy back next $20 call. Mandu, in Uncle Bruce we trust. Splair, and I'm on the road to get more moolah. Still have to try to push anything into one direction. Let's see. What else is going on here? A dude says, just watch Uncle Bruce. Beach Boy, Auntie Jen, how good are you at singing Yoko's heavenly songs? Some donations might come in, JR, Beach Boy, I'd pay big for that. Splair, just curious, has anyone writing long-term calls on SoFi, Matterport, Rocket Lab when they were near 20? Or at least anyone who started already with the strategy? Let's see. Who else is here? JR saying to BP, I will re-listen to Uncle Bruce and give you an explanation. There's so that you can pay attention to what Uncle Bruce is saying here. Kiwi, I think some who bought SoFi are going to sell as soon as they can get their money back and miss out on any gains. That's life. That's normal life, I'm sure. Let's see what else is going on here. What else is going on here? Brian, I'm putting in a stinker to buy back my GameStop October 21s for 505. I sold them for 405. If this hits, I will roll out of December 23 for 23.75 for 25. Let's see what else is going on here. Flint Creek, I was just thinking about a trip to the big city in October. I'll be there in person. Fantastic. Financial, I just sold 2 GameStop 26.25s for 415. 30-40, come and get me. I'll be waiting. There you go. And SoFi taking a little run, says Deuce. Marcus, good morning. A number 153. We got SoFi at 688, only down 6 cents on the session here. The Dow's only down 93. Nvidia's up $9 to 387. AI is only down 593 to 34.08. We're coming back. DQ hit the DQ 151. I'll get you in the group. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. GameStop down just 11 cents. 690 on SoFi down 2 cents. That's it. Just down 2. We're coming back. 292, 293. Here we go. SoFi going higher. The Dow down 94. S&P is up. And NASDAQ is about unchanged right now. Very, very interesting what is going on here. Giddy up all. And thank you so much for being part of the channel, the group, the gang, everything. So much appreciated. We've got folks letting us know how long they've been members. Lorraine, 20 months. Thank you, Lorraine, for your loyalty to this channel. 155 thumbs ups. They keep coming. 200 is our target every morning to get 200 thumbs ups. We're only 45 away. Thank you all so very much for helping out with this run. And of course, every day one of these takes place. Here we go. The knee emoji attack. Giddy up, baby. Neat. You can't stop the knee emoji attack. Here we go. Financial mischief, DQ. So Uncle Bruce, I'm sitting on AI January 25, $5 strike call. I bought it for $12.20. It's trading at $29. I'm up a cool 141% on my money. Not bad. You know what you could do is you could sell that call and buy $15 calls and get more of them and write more contracts against your stock. You could write more calls against the additional calls and bring in even more cash to write more calls by buying more deep in the money calls. You could take advantage of this. Brian, neat, Splair, neat. Thank you, everybody. DQ, you go. Got you there. Let's go, baby. Knee emoji attack is underway. SoFi selling for the same price where they had 3 million members and 1 million in revenue, in addition to massive gap losses. This stock is really running higher. Pat Markley, neat. Here we go. SoFi gonna go higher today. Going through 7. We're going to 750. We're going to 8. Get ready, kids. Strap in on your seatbelts. Anyone else have a chuckle at Wedbush raising the target price of SoFi from $2.50 to $3? These guys are geniuses. Is that what Wedbush is doing? So if I just popped the bit, almost hit $7. Someone slap it down to 698. No soup for you, says Brian. There you go. No soup for you. Wedbush, no soup for you, Wedbush. Raising their target from $2.50 to $3. Wow. Gutsy guys. Holy moly. Unbelievable. Nico. Neat. DQ. Thumbs ups for Uncle Bruce. Neat. Here come the knee emoji attacks. We're underway. It's happening. Markets are rolling. Oh boy, kids, you guys are going to get richer. Like it or not. 157 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. Only 43 away from 200. Thank you so very much. The Dow's only down 83. We were down a lot more than that. Giddy up, man. Oh man, here we go. Down 1 point on S&P, down 5 on NASDAQ. These are nothing burgers. We're up 5 cents on oil. Nothing burger over there. Lorraine, I will be there in October. I'm going to be in the Big Apple. I will see you in October, Bruce. I will be there. Fantastic. Wedbush raised by 20%. That's a statement right there. Yes, indeed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. DH root up. Neat. Flint Creek. Neat. There we go. We're going to have a knee emoji attack in Manhattan. This is going to be fun. Should be a ton of fun. Somewhere October 15 to 20, somewhere in there. I will let you know when I know more. Stay tuned. Love how AI is coming down, and I didn't roll my July covered call. Seen this movie before. So far, we'll go to $8 again, and then down to $6, almost like clockwork. We are on AI 33.34, down 6.67. Unity down 12 cents. GameStop down 7. Rocket Lab is up 7/10 of a penny. SoFi 6.94 unchanged. SoFi unchanged at 6.94. We've hit 698 already. We're going higher. 30 million volume in 56 minutes. We're going higher. That's all there is to it, kids. This is going higher. NVIDIA 385.50 up 724 on NVIDIA. Deuce, Gaboose, DQ, Wedbush's David, someone ever is getting a heavy dose of FU all over social media. Kareem Bruce is Manhattan. Let's go. We're going to Manhattan. The Credit Savage, they come down a lot faster than they go up, folks. DQ, you can't spell FUD without FU. Up 8 on NVIDIA, SoFi 692, 693, 694. We're just about to break up again. We're going higher. Rocket Lab up a half a penny. AI 33.26. The low on AI today has been 30.26. We've climbed $3 from the low. We could go higher yet. 26.8 million. Don't be surprised if AI does go higher. Writing puts. Yeah, an idea there. Unity unchanged. Unity is unchanged. It was as low as 29.02, is now 29.72, and it's coming on. Here we go. The AI stocks are coming on again. GameStop down 11. Smart Rent down 14 cents. 345. Tesla down 275. Apple up 63. Google up 53. We've got Moderna down 24, Cisco down 26, Pfizer's up a couple of cents, IBM down just a penny. We're coming on. HPQ down 17, Microsoft down 163. We've got Amazon up 8, Home Depot up 25 cents, Netflix up 420, Adobe down 23 cents, Goldman Sachs down 173, Boeing up 212, Meta up 549. We've got Royal Caribbean up 60 cents to 81.57. Unbelievable. Ridiculous pricing on that. Target down 292, recovering. JP Morgan up 89 cents. Costco down $9 today. Walmart down 48 cents. Disney's up 2 cents to 87.98. Yeah, the Ron DeSantis company picking on that stock and wiping out millions, if not billions of dollars of value to Florida residents that own Disney stock. Employees of Disney in Florida are getting crushed by Ronnie DeSantis, and this game will not end. They just reelected him as governor for another 4 years. Unbelievable. Of course, he's not being governor of Florida. He's on the road trying to become president. He doesn't want to be governor. He wants to be president, but he won't resign as governor. No, he won't. No. Good old Ronnie DeSantis. Cindy, I bought AI yesterday. I sold a $42 strike for tomorrow for $3.90. I bought it back today for a nickel. Dean just bought more SoFi, Rocket Lab, Smart Rent, Matterport with the profit from SoFi puts. Thank you very much. BW, some equity out there is really trying hard to keep SoFi under 7. That 710 current resistance level is really scaring them right now. Brian, GameStop new Web3 game launcher coming soon. It is called GameStop Player. Interesting news along with the Telos partnership in the blockchain community. Like I said, they're just not getting it. They're not understanding it, but it's going to be huge. GameStop, there's stuff happening here. I wouldn't play around with this. Brian, sorry, it is called Player, no E. It's okay. NVIDIA up 864. The Dow's only down 53 points. We're about to go green everywhere. S&P is up 2.8. NASDAQ up 14. We're going higher. The markets are going higher. SoFi is green, 696. SoFi is green. Look out. Rocket Lab up 2.25 cents. AI is only down 670. Unity plus 3. GameStop down 1 penny. We're coming back. Paul's guitar, Uncle Bruce, it happened. My AI got called away. You know what? It was awesome. I made 11% total, then bought Unity and sold another cover call for 7.4%. If I get taken out again, I'm no longer scared of getting exercised. I'm not afraid. Of course not. This is it, buddy. You got it. Win, and keep winning. It's as simple as that. You gotta love it. Keep up the good work, everybody. SoFi 694, about to take off again. Don't get in the way of that SoFi. Unity unchanged, looking great. GameStop up 2. We're green on GameStop now. Giddy up, everybody. Here we go. Get ready to party. The market wants to go higher. Can I tell you? The market wants to go higher. Interesting stuff here. DQ Pulse Guitar. This is the way. Right on. Don't fear getting exercised. No. If you do, you do. If you don't, you move it up. You keep on going. It's all good, everybody. AI 3275 down 726. Not a problem around here. It's not a problem around here. Oh, goodness, says Sell My House Fast in Upper Marlboro. Never thought my HBQ 27 calls that I wrote expiring 6/16 would come back to me back when I sold them. I got 214. Should I be happy and roll now before it takes off again? There you go. The stock is cheap. Zeta State question. If I were to buy back $20, GameStop $20 expiring July, originally sold for $2 each, what would you suggest I roll into? What do you think I should do? GameStop. Let's take a look here. Wrote $20 calls. They're now worth $4 each because the stock's at $24. What would you roll into? Let's take a look at options here. See if I can get this to work on my big ass iPad. Okay, you've got calls expiring. I'm going to assume they're expiring June 16s, third Friday in June, I think is what you wrote. I'm not sure. They're sitting at 425 to 475. So if you can get them down around 430, book plus 30 cents, cheap. That's okay. Now, what would you write to bring in maximum dollars? That's what I'd be looking for. Let's take a look here at some contracts. You want to bring in more than the 425 that'll cost you to buy these back, 430, whatever. So you want to write further out for higher premiums. Let's take a look at October 2023's. You could write 24s. That would bring you up $4. That you could get maybe 430 for those. The 25s for October will bring you maybe 390. So that's pretty close to your money. You go to October 2023, you can write 25s for about 415, 420. That would be entertaining. December 23's, the 25s will get you 450. You're going to make money on those and move up $5 in strike. I like that. The 26 25s, maybe 410, 415. If you go to January 24s, looking for a money grab here. The 25s could get you 475, 480. The 26 25s, probably 425, 430. That's a break even with a 625 up move. So 25s, 26 25s for January 24 are appealing. Definitely on the moving up on strike. That's huge. Very good moves there. So there you go. October, November, December, January. That's what I'd be talking about here. It's time to bring in, move up that strike price big time. Move it up big time. Splair, I guess SoFi won't go higher because of my day trade. As soon as I close it, the stock will probably run higher. You might be right, but then you might be wrong. Where are we at now? Down 70 on the Dow. SoFi, 691, down 3 cents. So close. We're going to break through 7 here. Can smell it coming here. NVIDIA up 874. Rocket Lab up 2.5 now. AI 3248 still offering opportunities to write cash secured puts. Those 30s could be a good write for sure. Unity 2972. $25, $26 cash secured puts. You can write those on Unity if you want. GameStop is up 3 cents now, 24.08, 24.08. The high of the day on GameStop today, 24.27. It'd be interesting to see if this pops up here as the day wears on to higher levels. We'll watch for that. The Dow only down 64 now. S&P is up 4. NASDAQ up 10. Looking good. All right. Interesting stuff. Okay, Splair, that's the key. I probably even can't believe myself in that case, says Splair. Right on, folks. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us today. 163 thumbs ups. You got to love the numbers. Fantastic. Thank you for participating in the knee emoji attack today. And thank you for those of you who have been notifying through YouTube how long you've been a member of this channel. It is fabulous to see how long this has been for some of you. Absolutely amazing. Richard Carlin, neat. He's there. He's there on the knee emoji attack. He's hanging out. Absolutely. The knee emoji attack is happening. There's nothing you can do to stop this, baby. It is happening right there. 163 thumbs ups. Thank you all. 2 hours into the show. We only need 34, 35 more, and we've got 200 yet again. The rerunners. Thank you, all of you watching on the rerun. You guys help us out every single time to get us to 200 thumbs ups. I cannot thank you enough for all of your loyalty to this channel and your support. These thumbs ups are absolutely wonderful. We appreciate you all getting us to 200 plus thumbs ups every single time. Thank you. It is fabulous. We sort of register 1,000 views, 1,200 views, 1,300 views on a typical daily morning show, and we get over 200 thumbs ups. That is a high ratio of watchers to thumbs uppers. That is a very high ratio. YouTube knows it. They recognize it. They like it. YouTube loves it. Not a lot of live shows get that high a ratio, and I thank you all so much for putting it through. Those of you who want to have a one-on-one with me, let me know if you'd like to have a one-on-one session. We can do a one-on-one on Saturday or Sunday this week. If you're interested, give me a heads up and let me know what timing could work for you. We got some openings left. Again, if you're interested in the classes, head over to the website. Check out the website, Uncle Bruce, right down here, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Here they are. Head over there and check out the classes and start taking them one by one and getting your handle on these hieroglyphs that we were talking about over here. Thank you, everybody, for being with me today. It's so appreciated. Appreciate it. SoFi now is up a penny, 694, 695. We're green on your SoFi. Fantastic. Home Skill says, thanks, Uncle Bruce. Thanks for responding on it, says Splair. Thank you all for being part of the channel today. It's just fantastic that you guys are the best of YouTube. The best is the best of the best. We're up 950 on NVIDIA, 387.87. We're going back to 400 on NVIDIA. SoFi, 696. Here we go. SoFi, 696, 2 cents away from the high of the session. We're approaching it. 33.5 million, 1 hour and 8 minutes, 68 minutes, 33 million shares. Another big day on SoFi today. Looking great. Rocket Lab, 461 up 3.5. AI over 33 again, going higher, but still down 694, but coming back. Unity up 7 cents. GameStop, 2402, 2404. Smart Rent, 346, down 14. The low on Smart Rent today, 322, bounced back 24 cents already, back only down 14. It's coming on. 600,000 volume. Looking interesting. Looking interesting on Smart Rent. Don't poo-poo that. Tesla down 179, coming back. Apple up 120, Google up 21. Interesting morning here on some of our faves. Okay, guys. Zed, I'm waiting for NVIDIA to hit 400. There you go, buddy. And just in case, Blair says, I'm wishing you all a successful, relaxed start to the weekend, but hopefully Uncle Bruce will stay a little while longer today. SoFi just touched $7. Giddy up. And BW, thanks, Uncle Bruce. Always be writing isn't always easy when rolling, but chugging along, and thanks for the support, and not afraid to write out to 2025 if need be. Exactly. I'm in control. You're the boss. Exactly right. The clock is your weapon. Use it to your advantage. All of it. Use all of it. We're only down 50 points on the Dow. We're only down 42 on the Dow. We're about to go green here. We're up 8.8 on S&P. We're up 38.5 on NASDAQ. We're going higher. The market is coming on. Look at NVIDIA. It's up $10. Going higher. SoFi, $6.99 now. $6.99. Just touched 7. Here goes SoFi, baby. Going for a run. Giddy up, everybody. Rocket Lab up 4.5 cents. Going higher. AI going for 34 now. Unity up 19. Going for 30. GameStop green again. 24.08. Going green. Going higher. Enjoy the ride, everybody. Make it work for you. Make this market your bitch. That's why you're here. You're here to extract money from losers. They're out there dying to give you their money. Take it from them. Take it. Thank you, John Anderson. Thank you, everybody. Thanks again for all the support. 170 thumbs ups. There they are, everybody. Thank you. 30 more, and we got 200. Thank you, rerunners, for helping me out. And have a great rest of your day. We'll keep you posted on anything crazy out there. Let's keep the drive alive. Love it. 7777 says Deuce Caboose. We're at $7 on SoFi, going for 8. Giddy up, everybody. We'll see you later, everybody. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.